friends, we are about to dive into episode 1 of One Punch Man Season 2. Now, I did see there's an episode 0, but it's clearly just a lot of its recap of the previous season, as well as some talks about the manga, so there's no reason for me to react to that. I am very excited about this season. Now, someone had said that the production changed, either the company or something had changed, so Season 2, at least for them, wasn't as great or as good as Season 1 in terms of fights and animation styles. And I guess that remains to be seen. We'll see about that. But we do know it's going to build off of Season 1. We'll get to see some different anime interactions, character interactions, especially with Saitama, with a lot of the Class S people. We'll see them fleshed out, as well as some Class A people. Maybe we'll get some background information as to why certain characters reacted the way they did. But very excited to dive into this season. There's really not much else to say. Last season was super fun. Really loved it. Really started having a lot of love for some characters and kind of about others, but then the more we got to learn about these characters, the more I like some of them or disliked others. I'm hoping there's some characters we'll get to see in Season 2, especially our Assassin Ninja guy, as well as a few others that we only got a taste of. I would love to see a bit more. I am very excited about this anime. And of course, Season 2, unfortunately, was not available in my country on Crunchyroll, so I'm watching it on another website. Won't tell you what that website is. I am excited about this anime. I can't wait to dive into it. And don't forget, also, this week, Your Lie in April, Episode 1 premieres. I only had time to do Episode 1. It was so overwhelming in terms of information, visual, and as well as dialogue, so don't forget to check out that on Thursday. That will be our new Anime Thursday anime. Of course, without further ado, since we're following along, the countdown will happen at the end of this intro, and then it'll help for those of you who are following along via YouTube. Of course, there's a link below for those of you who want to see the full reaction on Berserk. Anyway, let's just dive right in. So what, his shirt says hair? Rumble. So, do all the Class S have their own, somebody's watching them, though. Is that what that is? Are they all the Class S people? Somebody is watching them. Ugh. Ooh, that's disgusting. What a perv. So it's King that was watching him. Rumble. Why does he look so sad? That's it. This world is weird where if you eat so much something or you love something, you turn into it. That's just a weird freaking world. He just looks sad. No. Clearly he hates the hero worshipping stuff. It's not fun for him. He's like Saitama, he's a big manga lover. Oh, it's one of those manga story things. I guess that is true with some of the anime. It does. There's some big gaps between it. Okay. Mm-hmm. All he's done so far is just show up, and that's it. Whoa. The organization. Doesn't mean anything to a robot. It's fitting. The hat comes off again. Oh, it got blown up. It's fitting that a giant robot would be designed by the king. That's heartbeat? Then then don't fight at full strength. He just says the organization, he didn't even say the name. Which again, it makes me wonder. Yeah, it's pretty big and imposing. Hasn't moved yet. What's wrong with him? Oh my gosh, Saitama! So he's just a normal loser who happened to be at the right place at the right time in terms of Saitama? He has no power, he has no strength, and has this weird thing across his eye from, I guess, when he was a kid. From that monster, probably. Oh, Janice is fighting it. Good job, Janice. And since then, every lower level, oh, don't pause. Every lower level hero, a villain has just given up because the reputation precedes him. It's not even reputation. Rocket Punch. Some of the cities must be really, really close together because doesn't he live in City Z? Forgot, dropped his game, didn't he? Or forgot it. Oh no, he still has it. Saitama literally followed him to his house. Well, he could jump. Why did he follow him? Yeah. No, he's trying to cover, man. He's such a goofball. So pretty much Saitama was just hanging out with King the whole time, while Genos kicks his butt, kicks the robot's butt. Which is so funny. Genos is really good though. That's awesome. Oh, there's a little robot in there. Really bad. Oh, it's got lasers. What is Saitama up to? He's super smart. He's not stupid. Yeah, I was waiting for that. He wants to know the truth, which is like what I love. A giant bird? Is this an addition to the robot? What the heck, man? Oh my gosh! What? Who are trying to? People are trying to kill King. Like they're actually aiming for him. Powerful attracts powerful. Sorry. Wonder if that's this thing, just being unlucky. That's not a bird, that's a dragon. That is worse than the big robot. Somebody is after him, either to expose him or over and over and over again. He's just the wrong place at the wrong time. Maybe he just has bad luck. What an interesting first episode. It's been Saitama this whole time. I love that. That won't stop the lasers, but it will distract him and keep him from seeing. Boom. Nice. Genos actually is really good. He really does deserve the title of Class S. Yeah. I love the animation of the mouth opening. Boom. Did they even hear that? Oh, he did. So he just destroyed it. He did. I was waiting for that to happen, actually. So that's what cut him in the face. So this is early days for him before he lost his hair. Of course, once he lost his hair color, his hair looks totally different. Now I understand why King follows him around now after this. So his entire reputation is based upon what things Saitama did. That's kind of funny. Hmm. I like that. Only in some of my business, but. Hmm. I like how simple that is. He goes, wait, why don't you just get strong? It's things like that moment that make me really like Saitama, actually, in the end. I like that. He goes, why don't you just feel strong? Robot God G4. We only saw the Doctor once last season. He still wants to get stronger so he can compete with Saitama and be worthy of being his apprentice. He's right. Hmm. He's still near the bottom of it. And I don't think Saitama really assigned him that. He just said it's more of Jen's decision. Coming back around. He completely forgot about it. Hmm. I wonder if it has to do with Metal Knight. No, it's been pushed to the back burner. Hmm. So then, I guess Genos isn't the actual cyborg. Hmm. He's not wrong. Hmm. So I just think it's getting a little bit of interaction, but the Earth and the Danger Prophecy Emergency Countermeasures Team, that's wordy. But we're getting a lot of good character interaction here. That's so a bad here. What is he doing? A bunch of fools. I know. Quite stupid. Class A. Heavy tank loincloth. That's actually literally his nose hair. Blue fire. The guy's nose is so big. He should be free to come and go. That's intense. She's right, it is kind of weird. Well, the idea is that when the aliens came, that wasn't the great disaster. Which is why they're reaching out to the villains. I was curious as to why he called him there. Because he's a sneaky sneak. I think the dude's worked out since then. He just wants to go after Saitama. I don't think Saitama lives there. I think he still lives at his own place there. Ooh. I think she's supposed to be really good. Fun. So we've got a villain and a hero, supposedly, going after him to try to figure out what and who he is. No. Interesting. Oh, and the color distributions too. They're playing a game. That's why I thought I heard, huh? Ooh, that's fun. Is that gonna be the new intro? Because we didn't get an intro this episode. So, this is interesting. We're getting the intro, I believe, at the end. Okay. So, sorry, I was a little distracted this episode for different reasons, but we are reestablishing a little bit in terms of what we're going to expect season 2. So, we're going to really dive into a lot of the different characters. Team Fubuki, Middle Knight, a lot of different heroes, the villains. Obviously, Sonic's coming back around. And a lot of people are gunning for Saitama because they either embarrassed him, or he embarrassed them, or they're trying to figure him out. They're just weirded out by why he is. And clearly he still refuses to live at that place because he likes where he lives. Which is funny. But it looks like this season we're getting a lot of different heroes of a whole variety of rankings. Because this outro here is just giving us a whole bunch of names. But obviously there's going to be some great evil probably this season as we experienced last season. But the people... So we're coming back around to different things. Next episode, Human Monster. So that guy is probably going to play a role throughout the season. Whether or not he's the big bag or not, I guess I'll get to see for sure. So I was a little distracted this episode for a couple of different reasons, but I did actually enjoy this episode. It wasn't huge. There wasn't a big fight. There wasn't a big this. The first couple episodes, we got Saitama destroying a lot of monsters. This episode is a little reversed. And sometimes we experience that in second seasons, or when a season finale starts really, really big, the season premiere following it sometimes starts really, really quiet. Or sometimes if it ends quietly, it starts really big. So it tends to be, I've noticed that a lot, live to action TV shows especially, I've noticed this kind of equal opposite reaction thing going on. And we kind of got that this episode as well. Last episode ended, the season finale of season 1, and it's so huge with this big major fight against the big alien evil Lord Boros. But this episode started kind of quietish. Now we got introduced to King officially. Even though he came across as really tough, like it's no use, he's just a big fat coward because he's a fake. And so, but I loved it was just kind of, he had this kind of weird timing, and maybe that's something about him that's kind of not a good luck or bad luck thing, not a power thing, but kind of like he just has weird timing where he's always around big events. And, of course, because of that, when Saitama destroys it, he's left standing. So I guess it's kind of a good luck in a way, despite the scar, even though his eye's fine, he just has a scar. But he realizes, I like how Saitama, and it makes sense, didn't care at all. He was like, I don't care that you're taking, credit for what I've been doing. He doesn't care. And that moment with him with King I really liked it. And it's moments like that made me really like Saitama, because the guy actually has some good priorities in his life. There are certain things he doesn't feel like, why do I care about that? Why do you care about ... And he's so incredibly, it's so funny to see this kind of personality and how powerfully, it's just the way he casually was holding back this monster. That clearly all of them were gunning for King, because he's supposed to be the really strongest guy. This dragon, and I love the moment where he was holding on to it and the mouth kind of started opening up, like it was ready to attack. And King blinked and boom, in the middle of that blink, Saitama just destroyed the bird. Killed it. And of course, because it's King's apartment, they're gonna think he did it. Even though Genesis will receive credit for the robot. So we do see also that he's gonna be focusing on finding that cyborg again. I don't know if it'll happen. I'd be curious to see if Middle Knight was the cause of that rampage to make himself out to be a hero. I'm sure that's going to use some seedy underbellies. I didn't see a Maya mask in that outro/intro, so I'm curious to see if we'll see him this season. Don't tell me if we do. If we see him, we see him. But obviously, Hellish Blizzard, which is an interesting name, and Sanasonic, a hero and a villain, are going to converge onto Saitama. Saitama being so powerful yet so casual at the same time. It's going to end up being surrounded probably by an interesting group of people. Now, I know it's been a few years actually since season 2 finished airing, because I remember just a couple of clips from the season, but I know his friendship with King will continue, and it is funny how similar they are, but also how different. But I do love when Saitama says, why don't you just get stronger? Why don't you just work out and kind of become your reputation? Now, Saitama, because for some reason, And again, this is a kind of a world where if you will to do something, if you want to do something, it'll happen. So that guy willed himself to be like reptiles because he liked reptiles, and he became a reptile creature. That's freaking weird. This is a weird world. Saitama willed himself to become the strongest being just by simple workouts, really intense, but very simple workouts, and he became that. So he might not have anything special to him. His arc might just be very similar to these villains who just really liked something or set out to do something or ate a lot of something and then became that. It's a really freaking weird world. But it's a world where that is in the realm of possibilities, unlike this one. So I just really like this episode a lot. I loved a lot of the dialogue and the interactions. We really got to see exactly what we're going to expect this season. More so than maybe what season 1 showed us, because season 1 was a whole world building plan. Now we can dive a little deeper. Oh, sorry. So with season 2, we got to see the character interactions, the relationships that are still exist, the dealing with the repercussions of what's been going on, and the idea is that Lord Boros, because he was defeated, wasn't the big evil, that it's still coming. Now, I guess that city got put together really, really quickly in a very short period of time. So, the idea is that maybe a month or so has passed at the most. But there's still quite a few months before when it'll happen. But the idea is whatever this big thing is coming, it's going to happen within the next 6 months. We don't know what exactly it'll be. I don't know. Not maybe it'll be revealed by the end of the season, but I don't know, and I don't want to know until the end of the season. But this season's gonna be really short. I think 13 episodes I saw. I'm not sure. So it'll be like last season, kind of a short season, or normal season, I guess, versus Your Lie in April, which is 22 episodes, which is the 1A and 1B season. So I kind of love that a lot. So again, thank you so much for watching. There were some glitchy issues while I watched, but hopefully my editing kind of handled that so that you didn't really experience that too much for those of you who have to follow along via YouTube. But again, Anime Thursdays, we are diving this week into Your Lie in April, and of course, playing catch up on Age of the Shield, Retro React, and then Stargirl as well as this week. I'm hoping to kind of get some priorities organized this summer, get my ducks in a row, so that way this summer turns out a little better than it's gone so far for me. Personally speaking, not globally speaking, but personally speaking, that way I'm ready for the fall and what's comes next, because there's a lot of crazy out there. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, and I'll see you next time.